back, and thank you for spending part of your Thursday afternoon with us here at Twin Cities Live.
Well, Kristen and I are here in studio today. That's because Elizabeth and Ben are at the 5-8 Tavern and Grill in Maplewood as Twin Cities Live in your town celebrates that community this week. Hi, you guys. Such a fun crowd you have there.
We got a great crowd. It's cozy. It's very fun in here. And we're going to get some Juicy Lucy's coming up in just a little bit. But first, Ben thought it was appropriate to get a workout in. Way to go, Ben Weaver.
Thanks. You know, I just got to weasel my way in to get a workout.
It's very cool. It's fun to check out a spot. So this is American Strength Training Center. It's a competitive gym here in Maplewood. They want to help you boost your gains and your confidence.
That's right. And so to do that, they emphasize mobility and flexibility first before you do anything else, because they believe motion is life. So from a first-timer to ultra competitors, this place is for everyone.
$98, $99, 100. Set 5 done.
I don't know if you saw, I did 5 sets of 100. Do you see that?
Yeah,
You see that? How much weight was I pushing here?
that's 45 pounds.
45 pounds, you guys. I mean, that's a lot of weight and a lot of reps. I mean, you pretty impressed or what?
We got some technique things to work on.
That's actually, I was thinking about that as I'm doing it. I'm like, you're probably just judging my movements right now, breaking me down. We'll get into all that, but this is your place, man. You've built quite an amazing place. What can you tell us about this? This is a competitive powerlifting gym.
Powerlifting consists of squat, bench, and deadlift in that order. Competitive-wise, that means they compete in powerlifting competitions anywhere from the local level all the way to the world level.
And hold that squeeze. Slowly let it go.
All right, I'm going to ask a question, and I hope I don't get punched in the face. Okay, you guys ready for this? Julie, how old are you?
75.
75. You look amazing for 75, you guys. Okay, so 75 years old. Why did you decide to come to a place like this and maybe not some other like big box fitness place?
Well, my daughter and son-in-law work out here, so I was a little bit familiar with the place. And she had had some major issues with her shoulder, and I was starting to get some shoulder issues too. But you know, at my age, I get my hips hurt, my knees hurt, my shoulder hurts, everything hurts eventually. So I decided I'm tired of having everything hurt all the time. Now hold it and slowly let that lat release.
Why do we need to focus? If you're a big, power benching guy, squats, all this other stuff, why do we need to focus so much on the flexibility portion of it?
Movement's life. So really what happens is that a lot of times people get locked into, I'm lifting weights, I'm moving, I'm running, I'm doing this, but what they don't realize is there's also imbalances they have. Joint pain usually stems from the lack of mobility or range of motion. So if we can strengthen everything around the joint, so we look for those things. So we do an assessment, we take people through ranges of motion, we work on strengthening everything around a joint.
I want her to feel empowered and educated as I go. I don't want her to just get a bunch of okay, we're gonna fix this, this, and this, and send her on her way. It's no, I'm gonna help you understand. So we took her through different range of motion, ankles, hips, shoulder, start talking about the pain, and the things that come out in that assessment start to tell me what things do I need to give her individually.
How long have you been coming to this gym?
It's been a little bit over a year.
Just over a year?
Yes.
So what made you a year ago decide, I want to come to a strength powerlifting gym for my workouts?
Well, I've always done workouts, mainly HIIT, and I wasn't getting enough with the weight training, which I found I liked most.
Yeah.
And I knew Angela and just decided time for something new.
Vanessa here, she's an old pro already.
Yeah.
But when she came in a year ago and she got under this rack, what sort of things are you looking for a first-time squatter on some of the technique things?
First of all, we're making sure that the technique fits their build. Okay, so their structure is the most important part of any technique. We have a nice tight position for our body as far as we have a good brace through our core. We have stability through our upper back and upper body. We are planted fully in the foot so that as we sit down, you'll hear people say toes or heels. We want to be in the whole foot.
Okay, so your weight in the midfoot.
Yep. That way, her weight distribution is going to keep her center of gravity and the bar center of gravity over the middle of her foot. She's not going to be rocking back and forth, and as you can see, she does a good job of that.
Yep.
Go ahead and rack her there, Vanessa.
And that depth that depth. You're looking for that depth, right?
So in powerlifting, we're looking for the depth. Yeah.
It's a great community. Everybody's very welcoming and helpful, and you know, they just push everybody to strive and get better and lift heavier, and it's just fun.
Sweet, way to go, Ben.
Well, thank you. Huge thanks to Ken and Angela. First of all, you know, here's the deal. It's one of those gyms where you walk in and it's got that old school feel.
Yeah.
You can actually smell the metal and iron, which I love.
That's Ben's favorite cologne.
By Dior.
Wow.
Sauvage.
Very Ben.
But you know, they have to do a lot of cleaning because there's so much chalk.
Oh, wow.
It's like that sort of gym, so I just loved it. But I thought it was cool to learn that, you know, that gal that was on there is 75 years old.
Yeah, that's incredible.
You know?
And as you get older, I mean, we keep hearing so much more about strength training being the most important thing, and kind of getting back to basics and just lifting heavy stuff. Very cool spot. I heard they brought us a deal, too.
So they did bring us a deal. So if you mention Twin Cities Live, when you schedule, you'll get a free complimentary movement assessment and a training session, okay?
Wow.
Because like I said, they really want you to learn how to move properly through all the movements, and that flexibility is so important. So again, you can find all those details on TwinCitiesLive.com.